And welcome back to the Milz and Gryllz show. No one thought we would be here again, but guess what? We are, and I'm joined here by the only man that I know personally that has had an actual diagnosed by a doctor micro penis. Milz, how are you, Milz?
I'm doing fine, my friend. Thank you for that tag.
How is the old micro this morning?
Micro penis Mills.
Mm.
Speaking of micro penis, Bo Wormsley roofing.
Geez, not mucking around today, are we, mate? Straight into the sponsor message. Bo Wormsley Roofs, they're pretty good. Get in now to pre-order your dad a roof for Christmas. And you know what he wants? He wants a roof. And as a Christmas special, Big Bad Blakey Claus will do a striptease for you as your new roof is getting put on, as Huizier plays his famous single, Take Me to Church.
And Dave the Mage will be naked.
Who doesn't want to see that?
Christmas special Grills.
But
what do you got for us today?
Wait, speaking of Christmas special, like I've been training jiu-jitsu, right, and I'm a sucker for wearing funny socks. Like that's my thing at the moment. And
yeah,
I've been doing it all year just to stitch people up. I've been wearing Santa Claus Happy Holidays socks. And I wore them last night just to stitch people up. And I've been wearing them last night to jiu-jitsu, and I had my socks and my shoes, and I went out, and like this guy was like, nice socks. It's not Christmas. And I'm like, every day is Christmas for me, brother. You know?
Just leave it at that. Mic drop.
Thanks, mic drop. Mate. But before we dive into this week's episode, bring something up, Mills. I'm a busy man. We moved to Oslo. The podcast comes first, so. But you guys out there need to hit on the website, sign up to the club, start buying shirts. Just fucking do it. And start spreading the word of the potty. And that means you, Jaden and Manu.
I don't want to force people to buy our t-shirts, but couple more episodes and we're going to start forcing people to. So get them now, unforced, and I'll personally iron each one before I send it out for that warm, crisp feel.
Yeah, warm, crispy. But Manu, get all those little Dutch croissants to start getting on the Milz and Gryllz show, because we know you love a croissant and a baguette over in Holland. Yeah, all my Holland girls and boys, we don't discriminate. Start spreading the word.
Yeah. So, Grills, I want to know what has been happening this week. You sort of half told me that you're a bit tired.
Yeah, man.
Have you been drinking?
I haven't. I've been training. I've been on that vegetarian tip, actually. I've been like pretty much. See, I used to be super fit. Like I used to be super, super fit and just train like 2 sessions a day, just fucking go hard. And now I'm like, I used to be able to do that. So I've kind of just jumped straight into like not warming up for it because I used to be able to do it. I've just gone full steam ahead into doing that. And my body is kind of failing on me. But there's more about that later in the show, Mills. But I want to tell you something that's very liberating. I've discovered something that is liberating, man. It's empowering.
With the Libya.
What is a Libya?
A derivative of liberating, I guess.
Yeah. Can I get a yeah, yup?
Yeah, yup.
What is liberating, mate? Eating.
Grills.
Yes.
No, you go.
Eating cereal. Do you have time first?
Yeah, I got time. Eating cereal
with a teaspoon instead of a normal spoon.
Is liberating the word, or is that just like making it last longer. What's the
No,
word for that?
it's liberating because it just feels so good. All you guys out there, have a crack, eat your cereal with a teaspoon, and tell me what you think. It's like the lime breaker of eating. Like, you have a lime breaker. They used to sell these lime flavored milk in
Breakers.
Australia, and everyone was like, "Yuck, I don't want to drink that." But if you just power move it, grab a lime breaker out the fridge while everyone goes for the can of Coke, you flex up to a lime breaker, just staunch up to one. You become the man, basically, because people are like, "Who's this gangster drinking a lime flavored milk? He doesn't play by the rules, and neither do I, Mills." But Mills,
What?
does that have anything to do with your tip of the week this week?
Hold on. I still want to talk about cereal. I don't know if he found it liberating or not, but Tommy Ten Beers Graham's brother, Joey, juggling. Don't
JTR, JTR. I'm not going to tell you
know.
what that stands for.
Anyway, Joe Graham, the man. I'm living with him in England, and he literally was like, "Mate, don't like." Here's the tip of the week from Joe Graham. It's a tip of the week. He said, "I've lived out of home for a long time. If you want to save on dishes, come with me." So I followed him to the kitchen. And he's got the cheekiest grin on, and he gets a Wheat Bix. He puts it in his mouth. He then puts a teaspoon of sugar in his mouth, gets a big swig of milk, like dairy milk, in his mouth, eats it, and then the proudness in his eyes, he was like, "That's all you do."
So
And
what you're saying is just do the mixing, like you don't need a bowl. You just go straight. So is it the same concept if I want to make I don't know, like a Thai green curry? I get like the chicken, I eat it, the curry paste, take a slither of that, each individual vegetable, just straight in the
No, you
gob,
can,
and you do the
girls.
mixing in your
I
mouth.
know where you're going. I know where you're going. You can take that up with Joe Graham because I didn't want to break his heart, and he, I think he's playing on easy foods like Wheat Bix. Like if you don't even like sugar with your Wheat Bix, how easy is that? Just chuck it in and swallow it with milk. Happy
I
days.
mean, a bowl isn't that hard to wash though. Like,
I don't know. Ever seen
I've.
Wheat Bix in a bowl? If you he's pretty forgetful. If you leave that Wheat Bix till this afternoon, you could build houses with that. It's concrete.
Yeah, you could. Imagine what it does to your guts. Like,
Yeah, true.
but
How? Yeah.
yeah, Mills. I've lived out of home for a long time. If you want to save money on washing, follow me. You
Okay.
just you, you Mills, hurry up, follow me. We're going to the bedroom. The secret is you don't wash them. You just hang it back up, and you just wear dirty clothes.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Oh yeah, I dogged us. I've listened before our podcast started. I used to listen to this other podcast. I forget the name of it.
Wait,
But
you listen to Mills? We can't have you fucking listening to another podcast.
a podcast. I know. I cheated. But it was pretty much one episode. It sticks with me because there was three people on this podcast, so they had a different dynamic from each bloke, and one dude was a real dirty fellow, and they were like, tell everyone about what you do with your washing. He goes, "Oh, I don't." He doesn't wash his socks, and the only thing he washes is his underwear because he says he doesn't stink.
I
So
mean, I'm all for getting a cheeky second, maybe even a third wear out of your underwear. But I mean, it gets to a point where you just gotta wash it. You know what I mean?
yeah, when you start getting looks on the train, people are like sort of, like you don't know if they're looking at you because you farted or yeah.
Mm. And you know what? A bit of a change of pace, but speaking about getting weird looks, is I live. Okay, so I live above a nightclub, but directly opposite is like an office, and it's kind of has like a little conference room. It's like the staff kitchen kind of thing. It looks directly into my room. Now,
Mm.
without a fail, every time during a weekday I'm getting changed, I'm always butt ass naked, like right at the window. Like it's probably only like 20-ish meters to the next building, straight in that window. And without fail, every day during the week, I'm butt ass naked, getting changed. Before I realise, oh fuck, better like hurry, like
No way.
yeah. So I reckon, yeah,
They've seen the Johnson from. They've probably copped a swig of grills by now.
yeah. They've copped a little fucking.
That's
I
one way to
mean,
get your name out there.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, true. But I mean, I'm in my room. I don't need to cover up. Fuck them.
It's true.
Mm.
Wait, also touching back onto your cutlery habits, I was shocked. Me and Joel were shocked at your knife and fork approach to eating pies. Like, I've
No,
seen it
no, no, no,
done,
no. It's
but just
just
coming
when you're
from you,
having
I
a
didn't
TV.
realize you were so sophisticated. It's impressive. But
Ladies.
and now you're talking about teaspoons. Like, you got Joe Graham on the other side of the world. He's not bothering with a bowl, let alone a teaspoon or a tablespoon. But now you're tweaking your cutlery for meals. Like,
Oh fuck! And you know what
you
I
were
did
born in the
buy
wrong
during the
era.
week? I bought
You were born
like
in the wrong.
I bought like an old sailor's like trench coat with the double buttons. It's and like really like big coat, like ooh, you know what I mean?
Yeah, spicy
Next thing you know, I'm gonna be smoking a cigarette out of one of them weird long things. You know them weird people that smoke like cigarettes
pipes.
out of the things.
The pipes or the vapes?
No, it's like you put your
Like,
cigarette, like French people, they put their cigarette into one of them like long filter things.
I haven't seen them. Nah. What is it, like a vape pen or something?
No. Picture this: I have a cigarette, right? And
Yeah.
I am from France. And they put it in the little thing.
Oh, yep. I'm with you.
Mills, are you just saying, yep, you're with me, and you're not actually with me?
I'm not with you at all. I think I've seen it on a cartoon on like what's that cartoon? We love our bread, we love our butter. What
Madeline.
else? Madeline. Could I
Uh,
be? I doubt it actually.
I actually have a
There's some.
really weird memory like that, eh? Like, I'm the most probably forgetful person you ever meet, but if you like put me into like a music quiz or like a quiz about like children's TV series from the early 2000s, like I will
Same as
fuck
Alex.
you up soon, eh? I will fuck you up soon,
Yeah.
eh? Like, dead set.
What about? Okay, we got Rugrats. There was some, me and Alex. Jimmy Neutron, Fairly Odd Parents. Keep rattling them. See if you can beat me.
Dragon Ball Z, Biker Mouse from Mars,
Digimon, Pokemon.
Crush Gear,
What? You got
Beyblades.
Nickelodeon on me?
Nah, I never had Foxtel, mate. I wasn't one of them rich kids, eh?
Neither.
Beyblades, One Piece. Remember One
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Piece?
One
Or
Piece is still going.
Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim.
That's not a thing.
It
What
is,
about
mate. Earthworm Jim. If you can't remember Earthworm Jim, you fucking don't deserve
what's
to
in the
be.
box?
That wasn't a
Uh,
cartoon, mate.
that's true. But we didn't. Okay.
You can't remember Earthworm Jim.
No
Oh,
way. What was
okay.
Martin Morning? See ya, boy.
You've got me there. I don't know what that one is.
Yep, Martin Morning. Something different when you open your bag. Something. It's a
Yeah,
big
whatever.
surprise.
Yeah, all right. Moving on. Moving on. Wait,
Okay.
we need a name for our fans. Like, I feel like every like Taylor Swift has like, or Justin Bieber has like believers. They're his fans. So we need a name for Mills and Gryllz show fans.
Okay. Um,
Fuckheads.
Floppy sangers.
Oh, yeah, we need to bring back Oos.
Floppy sangers.
Oos. But anyway, we're kind of getting distracted already, and not even 10 minutes in. But you told me you had a story.
Oh, I do have a story. I was going to say, how do you get distracted when we don't really know which way we're going? But
I know which way I'm going, mate. Straight up
forward. Straight up G. I have a story.
Small
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already addressed that. The micro Milz. That's what they used to call me at band camp. Anyway. Oh, yeah. So
By the way, I bought a new electric guitar and I've been playing it really loud in my small apartment. I'm pretty sure my housemates are fucking pissed off. But anyway, keep going.
Thanks for that. Oh,
No
actually, no. Before we get to this story, should we put it out there that we're trying to raise money for an acoustic guitar for Matt Friend?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, guys, if you're not familiar with basically the Made family, correct, we have a tradition. Okay. And this tradition is a pretty simple one. You know, the Mexicans have that thing where they crawl up to a church for kilometers. The Japanese have that thing where they, I don't know, eat sushi or whatever. But our thing is a bit simpler than that. So every time a guy out of our group moves overseas, right? Me, Chris, I think it's only been done twice. Me and Chris, right? An acoustic guitar is purchased, right? An acoustic guitar. Anyway, what happens is on the last night out for the guy that's going away, his leaving party or whatever, that man is christened knighted with the acoustic guitar by none other than the Don, Simon Appleton, all right? And then the song Covered in Chrome by Violent Soho plays. If you don't know, look it up. And as soon as the chorus hits, Simon gives this big, knighting speech, this is for honor, blah, blah, blah. And then, quite simply, you're smashed over the head with the guitar until it breaks. And, yeah. So we actually need to raise money for a new acoustic guitar. Should only be about $50 or so, but if everyone chips in a couple of bucks, we need to raise an acoustic money for acoustic guitar because Matty Friend is moving to Japan of all places.
And that segues me into my story about Japan. So, donate money for that cause because it'll also go up. Oh, that could go up on the Milz and Gryllz website.
Florian, get on it.
The knighting. Florian, all over it. Maybe he can already have the last two of you and Chris, but we'll talk stats later, shall we?
Yeah.
Japan, Gryllz, you've been there and you've said it's quite a loose place.
Fuck,
or you were loose in its place.
I remember I got back from Japan and everyone was like, "Oh, how's Japan? Did you go to the temples? Did you go to everything? Blah blah blah." Like everyone was asking us, and before any of us could answer what we did, Matty Friend just comes out and goes, "Oh, bro, you get 1 liter Jack Daniels and Coke for $10." So that was the highlight of our trip, getting 1 liter, one Steins of Jack Daniels and Coke. Fucking Steins, bro.
That is insane.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so I was cheating again as per, and I was listening to this other podcast that I heard about 2 days ago. I was listening to it yesterday, and it is called Diaries of the Wild Ones or Stories of the Wild Ones. Anyway, it's this guy. He's a surfer. He's a pretty good surfer from around the coast. I don't know where he's from, but he's now sponsored. This is the Dream Grills, by the way, by adventure companies to go around the world and interview people who do big adventures. Like, say, when you and old love go through and do that massive trek in the snow in Mongolia next year.
Yeah.
He would interview you. So anyway, he's interviewing this bodyboarder from back in the 90s. and his name's Ben Holland. He's an Aussie bodyboarder.
Yeah, I've heard
Not
of Ben
big.
Holland. I've heard of Ben
Oh,
Holland. Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
Yeah, sick. And anyway, so he like puts a few things first. He's just like, so just so my opinion, because he's a surfer, he's like, what I know about bodyboarders is they're up for a good time. They're fucking crazy chargers, and they like to get loose as. Would you say that's right, girls? Like
I
from
feel
all
like that sums us up.
the yeah. Well, we are boogers, but anyway, especially remember watching all them old film clips. All just seems like they're just getting wasted and surfing
Yeah, like
crazy.
the old tension movies where they're literally bodyboarding at night, getting towed in on jet skis, just fucking themselves up.
Yeah, huge slabs. Anywho, so this was right in the thick of it. And this guy said it used to be like it was huge back then. Like he reckoned bodyboarding was bigger then than it is now. And he said they used to love going to Japan. Like Japan was on the bodyboard world tour. They used to go to Japan all the
Yeah,
time.
I've bodyboarded that break when we went. Me and Kenny Banks went and bodyboarded where that place was.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Was it epic?
Yeah, it was pretty fun, eh? It was fun as. It's like
So
kind of South Stratty
yeah.
kind of style, eh?
Yeah, like them. There's hectic waves in Japan, which is random. Some people might find that random, but anywho, he's there and he's like, he got asked. You could tell this guy's a loose fella. He like half discovered Chapu, and he used to surf it by himself.
Really?
Because no one knew about it. Yeah, no one knew about it, so they found it and they'd go there and they'd surf for weeks, and it'd be huge. In Tahiti, and then for people who don't know what Chopes is, surfing like that reef, and you know how hectic that is. And he said it would just be him and the cameraman, and like he went out one day and it was 10 to 15 feet, got
Fuck.
smashed, got one, and it was back in the days where they had film cameras, so the guy only had 2 shots, so he fucked the first wave, and then he got this huge barrel. The next one ended up being like front page of Tracks, and not Tracks, Riptide. Anyway, so this guy is a legend. He said they were in Japan once and they were having a hell party in a karaoke bar. All the pro boogers were there, and it was a 5-story building of karaoke.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he said it got so loose, and by the end of it, one of them, like Michael Eppo, the guy was, turns around, gets the fire extinguisher, and just goes, boys, what do you reckon? Someone pulls the pin, and then they just let loose and covered this room, covered all the karaoke machines, covered the whole room. They all legged it. And anyway, they went, next day was like the bodyboard world championships, and they just forgot about it. And then the Japanese police rock up to the event because obviously they're the only Aussies in town.
Yeah, and like fire extinguisher gets let off. You can put a good bet on it was the Aussies, eh?
Yeah. And he reckons he came to the event and he was just like, you owe us $30,000. So the boys had to gather all the prize money that was going into the event, and they ended up all banding together and paying it. Anyway.
I love a good band together, eh? Like, you can get away with so much shit if you just band together, eh? Like, people don't know the true power of, like, banding together. You know what I mean? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's true. If we all just had a huge group and sat outside Macca's and said we're not leaving until we get a free feed, I reckon they'd do it. But anyway, so I'm hearing that and I thought, oh, that's such a sick story. Then Shannon, my sister, calls me like 2 hours ago. She's like, oh, yeah, I had a good weekend. It was a hens night. There was actually a random story. It was pretty funny. I was like, what happened? She said, oh, we were at this karaoke bar for the hens night, and everyone was a bit rowdy. Like, the hen's brother was there, just turning it up. And he apparently, the hen, girl getting married, looks at her brother at the end of this. It was only 10 p.m., by the way. And they were in this Japanese karaoke bar. And the hens turned around to the brother, picked up the fire extinguisher, and said, can you pull the pin? He pulled the pin, and she just loaded the whole hallway of this karaoke bar in fire extinguisher, and then they legged it. She told me that story a
The
day
only
after.
thing is
I heard
they don't
the story.
have like pro bodyboarding cash to fucking fly around it.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. But I just thought
Man,
that was pretty funny.
like, I mean, I would love to
What
say that I
else?
haven't been a part of doing stuff that loose and not thinking about it, but I have.
But can I say, like, is that kind of shit happening in Norway? Like, is that what the younger
Nah,
kids in Norway are doing?
nah, not at all, man. I get that loose occasionally with like, and like a lot of them are just not scared, but just like, what, like, if I was out with my friends in Norway and I picked up a fire extinguisher and went, yeah, boy, yeah, boards, they would all just look at me and be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it was him. Like, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? They just don't get the. Not saying I don't
Yeah.
get that loose. Like the other couple of weeks ago, I fucking ran around doing a nudie run, and there were witches' hats everywhere. That's how I got sick, by the way. And I threw. I was with who I was with, and I think, yeah. And I'm like, "Boy, I'm going bone." Jumped into the fire, the witches' huts on the road, and I'm like threw my fucking body into them on the gravel road to try and go bowling, and I knocked them all over and went strike, and then yeah, I just. I mean, like, yeah,
Yes.
the Aussie, nah, fucking missed one, bro. But like the Aussie looseness is just something that can't
I think
be.
it must be because like we just look at it with such a funny light, like we like secretly
Yeah, yeah. I
like when you
mean,
and no doubt your kid's gonna be like that, and then you're gonna have to be like, oh, son of myself, this is you talking. He'll be
yeah,
like,
yeah,
sorry, Dad, I didn't mean to poo in an elevator, and then yeah, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to be like,
yeah. Like, I mean,
I know
I
that's not
feel,
happening.
like Aussie cops as well. If you did a shit in a bar, they'd probably arrest you, fine you, and be like, oh, fuck, like, fucking hell. You know what I mean? But Norwegian cops, they would be like, this is fucking
You're a
like
psychopath.
you're fucking yeah. You'd probably get thrown in the mental hospital, eh?
Actually, that's the difference. Like, you can do a lot of stuff in Oz, and then I know we get a bit patronizing, but yeah, you can do a lot of stuff, and like give it up for like Aussie mums or like the family. Like they deal with so much shit, and they got to be like, mate, that's stupid. Don't do that. Like,
Yeah, like if we used to like go egging cars, you know what I mean? Like
I
literally
always
go
think
to
about
main
that.
headland and just go fuck up tourist cars with eggs as they like driving like 60 k's. Like could easily made one crash and just pump them with eggs, and we'd always get caught and sit in front of our parents like get the chat. And
That
like, I
was
mean,
me.
if I suggested to my Norwegian friends, hey, do you want to go egging cars, like sober? Like, we'll just go hook some eggs at some cars. They would just be like, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they
I,
probably like I've now seen the other side of it and been like, yeah, that's pretty that's gonna suck cleaning and blah blah
I feel
blah. But
like Australia is like Mad Max, you know? It's like someone once told me like it's not as hardcore, but someone once told me like Australians are kind of like the Southern Hemisphere version of Russians. You know what I mean? Like just loose cunts.
what? Yeah, actually, yeah.
No, when you think
Big
about it,
Grills.
yeah.
On that note, do you have a favorite egging story? Obviously, we wouldn't condone it now, but I've got an unfavorite, but probably worth a
How,
story. You can. Should we move?
um. Oh man, there's been a few times. Like I don't want to get myself in any trouble here, but like growing up as an Australian kid, it's a badge. It's like a what do you call it when it's like something that everyone like you go through a phase where you just want to throw eggs.
Oh yeah, the funniest one I heard of was like, and I used this like to me this was the funniest thing. I was like 13. My sister's was finishing high school, 17. The boys just got their P plates, and they just used to do random shit. Like we got home one day from school, and there was about 60 for sale signs in our driveway, and what had happened was the boys had realized that a guy started dating my sister, one of their
Oh,
mates.
I remember this. You told me about this ages ago.
As a prank, they just went and stole heaps of real estate signs, which was like $1,000 fine for each one. Chucked them in our front yard, and I've never seen the bull get angry. And he just said to Ashley, "Tell them boys to get fucking around here right now and get rid of these."
Hey, mate,
Like,
how's Aussie prank say? Like, just like put a whole heap of for sale signs in the front yard.
at someone's house. And then what the same crew used to do was they'd go watermeloning instead of egging. So they'd go raid the Woolworths grocery store bins and get all the off fruit from the day. And then they'd do the same thing as egging, but they'd be chucking like rotten plums at people's cars and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, like,
oh, we've had some classics, eh?
But can
Like,
I tell you?
remember, yeah.
Yeah, go on. No, you
Like
go on.
it's the same as like bus trips to school. They used to be so loose. Like people, if you needed to piss on the bus, like people would just take a piss like on the bus, like and let it run down, and then people would be like, oh, and then people would be throwing shit and stealing people's bags. There'd be punch ups, like
Yeah.
bus trips, like from school, just used to be just fucking and oh.
For me, I remember. Oh no, actually no. It was this guy Billy Hookham. He peed in the.
Oh, I remember him. He went to Cleveland. He was like, yeah, a lad.
Yeah. He came from Cav Road, and then he said to me, "Just one thing. I want to come to Cleveland, but I don't want to be a lad." And then he came to Cleveland, met the lads, and became the Lord of the Lads. And then
a lot of the lads.
Anyway.
One lad to rule all the lads.
Wait, Gryllz. Do you have a favorite egging story?
Oh, not off the top of my head, mate. But we've probably. Oh yeah. I gotta. So we're at Tommy Ten Beers' house, right? Down when he lived in Chugan, and I think. I think I have another story from. Fuck! I've prepared all these stories, and I haven't got the one of them yet. But this could be another 2 hour we got here. Anyway, so. I think it was Tom had the idea. He's like, yeah, let's go egging. But we had a few beers under our belt. And instead of going somewhere like discreet to egg some random's house, we just like egged the person across the road's house.
I think was I there for that?
I think so, maybe.
Tommy.
And we walk out the gate of his Toulouse Street, he just like sprints. And when Tom's Tom's got his eyes locked onto something, you can't stop him, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, he just sprints over and just starts hooking these eggs. Like we had like two. Tom had like the whole carton in his hand. He was just like grabbing one after the other, like butts. I'm like, dude, like they're gonna know it was us, maybe. Anyway, he just pumps his house the eggs. Anyway, like dog starts barking and we all just throw ours at the gate or something and leg it back over. I don't know how I'm remembering this, and then and then we just I think the next day the guy comes around or something and Tom's just like, fuck off, like oh.
Wait, I was there for
like,
that. I remember.
It's like at least walk around the block or something, like
go down the road.
But before I get into your favourite egging story, this is another thing that happened in Taloona Street. I'll make it quick. So remember Lockie Patton? He's a dad now, by the way. Congratulations,
Yeah,
Lachlan.
I've seen him in the shops.
Anyway, we used to have this crew that used to go down to Tom's, and one night we got back so drunk, and so at the end of Tom Street, there's a Hungry Jack's or Burger King. Oh, and the reason for that, by the way, I found out, is because there's a small burger shop in Sydney that was called Burger King when it first came to Australia. And Burger King offered him millions and millions of dollars to give him the name Burger King. He's like, nah. So they called it Hungry Jack's. Fact. Anyway, so there's a Hungry Jack's at the end of the street. And me and Lachlan were so drunk one night when the whole crew got back, and we just wanted some Hungry Jacks. A Whopper, maybe some onion rings, maybe some chips, maybe a McFlurry or whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, we walk through the drive-through because only the drive-through was open that late. And they're like, nah, we can't serve you if you're not in the car. And we were just like, nah, come on, we're smashed drunk. We're so drunk. Like, we're like emphasizing the point that we are like super, super drunk. Like, we're so drunk. Please just give us food. And they're like, nah, we can only serve you in a car. And then we go back and we come back down the street 5 minutes later. And I do not condone this, but it happened nevertheless. Lockie got in like, we drove a car back down through the drive-through, rock up like nothing happened, ordered some food, and like they're just looking at us, and like we were just not even 5 minutes ago explaining to them how drunk we were.
I've also seen it where like we've ordered it like a taxi to take us through the drive-through there.
Yeah, like just ordered a taxi to drive us through the drive-through.
Right, all right.
What's your egging story, mate? What's your favorite egging story?
It's actually like the least favorite story I probably own, but it's a story about egging. Every time I get caught. Like, it's almost like karma plays out instantly. Like, I don't wait a couple of days and trip over or something. Like, I just instantly get caught every time. So this, with a few getting caughts under my belt, I thought, surely
I'll get away with it. Yeah,
I've got to play this one smart. So we're sitting on a on a big corner with Jaden Turner, Jai, all the boys, Blair. Actually, I'm not sure if Jaden was there, but anyway. And we're in Redland Bay, and just as about Raby Bay, sorry. This car comes. I throw the egg. Oh no, we all throw the eggs. Two of them hit. This car comes to a screeching halt. We're like, oh fuck. So everyone legged it, and where we were seated was a really stupid spot because there was like a 200-meter run either way before we could go down an alleyway to escape.
Yeah, but back in those days, mate, you would have been pretty fit. So, like, I used to back myself as one of the fitter ones of the boys. Like, in situations like that, I used to back myself,
Yeah, well, that's what I literally thought, you know what? I'm going to do the smart thing. All the boys took off. So they all legged it up the road like a huge pack. And I thought, fuck, I'm going to hide in this nearby shrub because it was pitch black. It was nighttime.
Oh, you never hide, mate. I did the same thing once. I thought it would be the smart option to hide instead of keep running. Nah.
Yeah.
Sniffed me out like a dog at Splendor. And, mate, yeah, you never hide, mate. Just keep running,
never
mate.
Hide.
Just keep running.
Never hide, keep running. And so what happened was it was the most embarrassing thing. So all the boys have legged it, and like they're not going fast. As fast as they could, but like this person could. So this car goes off the road down into like a ditch, comes up the other side, and starts looking at them. And I'm hidden in this bush, like a dense bush. And then they just reverse and put the high beams on me. And I'm stuck between a fence and a shrub.
Just
and now
run
I
it.
know.
Did you just run it or did you give up?
Nah, they came out and they're just like, oi, and they were like crying like it was hectic. And then they called the cops, and then I was like, I gave them a fake number, and they're like, give me one more fake number. And I don't know what they said.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do? Like, do they have proof? Even if cops come, do they have proof that you threw that egg?
They don't. Yeah, see, they don't. But the fact that like a 14 or 15-year-old boy was just like out at 11 p.m. and they just happened to get eggs. But anyway, like they ended up. Oh, it was just the worst. So I had to
What
get
happened?
followed home away.
Followed
Um,
home. You didn't think to bail on the way?
yeah, no, I was like, for some reason, I just fully cooked it. And they're driving. They're like, hop in the car. We're driving you to your mates. And I'm
You
like,
should have
obviously not
just
going to give up my
gone.
mate.
You should have just bailed like at some point between there when you go. Like they can't.
No.
They can't kidnap you, Mills. Like just fucking run.
Yeah, exactly. They said get in the car, and I'm like, I'm not getting in the car. So I walked with their daughter, who was actually pretty cool. And the daughter just walked with me, and we are just having a chat. Then I walked for like 1.5 kilometers until we got
Wait,
to
wait,
what
wait,
I
wait.
said.
So you were with just their daughter, and you didn't think, all right, I'm just gonna leave this chick in my dust because you used to be a fast man, Mills. You would have been playing
Yeah,
good soccer at that time. You could have just left her in the dust.
I know. Looking back, like it was such a rookie move. And then we got back there, and we waited outside the random house for ages. And they eventually gave up. But they called. They're like, you need to give us your mum's number, otherwise. Oh, that's what they said. Or we'll call the cops. So eventually I gave them like 3 fake numbers, and then they said, okay, I'm just calling the cops. You're being a smart ass. And I was like, fuck. So I gave them my mum's number, and she was on loudspeaker, bless her. Felt so sorry for her. She's like, yep, we've just caught your son egging. And only like a month ago, I got done for egging before, and she's like, oh, so sorry about that. And put me on like, sorry about that, mum. She goes, are these people all right? Like, and I was like, yeah, they're a bit weird. And then she took my side backing up, and then boom, that was it.
Aussie mums, eh? Love an Aussie mum.
Aussie mums.
Shout out to
Still at
Sandy.
back.
Having Millsy's back. Good on you,
Anywho,
Sandy. And good on your Bull. Actually, I was texting Bull this morning on my way to Jitsu. He sent me a picture of him and Sandy. They're on a nice caravan trip up to 1770.
yeah, they're exploring the North Coast.
Yep. Good on Bull.
Grills, do you
Um,
have some stories for me?
yeah, well, so I went to I went to a I went to a concert on the weekend, Mills.
Oh, yeah, the EDM one.
Yeah, fucking it's pretty funny, yeah.
Don't sound too excited about
So
it.
no, it was sick. So I went with my friend Dr. Dre, Andrea. You heard her in the last episode, the half Aussie, pretty tall girl that I made scull a beer and threw up everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a concert, and I got another. Fuck, Andrea's getting a few mentions. She's got another little segment later because she gave me a free. She does spin bike. She teaches a spin bike class as a gym at a gym, and abs solution. So I went to a class this morning, and that was pretty funny. I'll tell you about that later. But anyway, so Dr. Dre, my mate, my half Aussie mate, we went to a concert on the weekend, right? Her and yeah, we like, and she's in her 30s. I'm 25, not like still in the prime, and we just start smashing the bourbons and the beers because, like, I think I was at jiu-jitsu or something and we had limited time to drink before we get there. And, like, I'm not buying, like, 100 Corona beers. That's,
No.
fuck that. Even though I did multiple times. So we're drunk. We got there. We rock up in the line and we're just like, everyone here, it's like schoolies. Like, it's the first time I've ever looked around and been like, fuck, like, I'm dead set getting a bit older, eh? Like, I'm not that young fucking little rascal anymore, I'm that's the dangerous thing about you can't egg and stuff at this age because or if you do, you can't get caught because if you get caught at this age, Mills, you're we're at that
You,
age now where you're old enough to know better, right? You're not some little 14-year-old where you can just do whatever. You're old enough to know better.
that's the difference, eh? People aren't
Yeah,
people aren't gonna want to give you a slap on the wrist if you're a 25-year-old man egging.
yeah. Anyway, so at this concert, everyone here is like below at least 20 years old, 20 or under, I'd say. A sick concert. And you know how you also know you're getting old? We didn't go in the mosh pit. Fuck. But we were like, when we got there, because we sculled so much booze before, we're smashed. Like, we're fucking smashed. Put our coats away, watched this concert, and I went for a piss, and I met this like young, must have been like 19-year-old Aussie dude. He was there with his chicks, with some chicks, and yeah, we decided, we'll kick it with these guys. These guys seem pretty cool, right? We're just smashed. Dre smashed. I'm fucking smashed. Dropped my phone. Put the old crack in the old case after buying it that day. Plastered. Listening to this heavy, like EDM. Like, yeah. Anyway, this young Aussie dude who's I think words to me that I remember were, "Wait, bruz, I'm gurning hard, eh?" Something like that. Like that young as. We're smashed, we're having a sick time, but then this young little 19-year-old dude comes up, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to the bar." I'm like, "Yeah, sick, bro." Anyway, he goes to the bar. I thought he was buying us some beers. Anyway, he comes back with 2 full pint glasses of water, hands one to Dre, one to me, and goes, "I think you guys need some water, eh?" And
So he's just admitted to being smashed on drugs.
yeah, no, but like we were just plastered as, but like, I mean, how's this little 19-ish-year-old dude giving me a glass of water saying, "I think you need some water"? Fair enough, I was plastered. Fair enough, Dre gets
Were
pretty
you offended
sloppy.
at the time?
I was very offended. I was like, who the fuck? I wanted to say this. I just sculled it just because I don't want to cause any trouble, but I just wanted to go, who the fuck do you think you are, son? Like,
Sounds
son?
like a good man. He's helping you out.
Nah,
That's the
mate.
thing. Not from my experience, but I've heard if you've been taking that stuff, it sort of sobers you up and you're thinking a bit clearer. Whereas when you're
Well,
drunk, just
we were
think
just
constantly.
drinking. Like, we were only just drinking bourbons and bulk beers. But like, I think this guy was on drugs. I don't know, but I'm like, I just want to go, who the fuck do you think you are, son? In my day, all right, in my day, and probably still now, I would drink you to the ground, mate.
I
Champ.
don't think I don't think that was his question.
Nah, but he had the attitude of like you
Oh,
guys are
okay.
drunk, like have some water, like chill out, you know what I mean? And we're
Oh,
like 131, 30 year old, 125-year-old, just having a good time. Maybe we were like, maybe we were pretty drunk. Actually, we went to get burgers and, yeah. Anyway, but I just wanted to go, who the fuck do you think you are, son? Champ? Listen here, champ. I've been drinking beers since you were fucking doing fucking period 1 touch footy on the oval, mate. I can get if I need some water, I'll fucking get some, right? Don't give me this water shit, alright? Bring me a beer. Bring me a beer.
so Grills got watered.
Yeah, I got watered. Have you ever been watered? Nah, that's a bit
Uh,
too far. In
yeah,
retrospect, maybe he was just trying to look out for me, look out for my friend.
yeah.
But
I doubt he was trying to power move you, but
I
still,
think it
like
was a power move,
that.
man. It was a power move. Like,
Reckon it's a power move.
yeah, I mean, just being handed waters by like a 19-year-old.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a
I think.
bit
I
like
think. I
like
think you like. You should know. Like, you could definitely tell if you need a water.
no, but like in his defense, like we were like proper smashed, proper smashed.
Well, I don't
Still
know
though,
where to stand on this, Grill. Sounds like you were wasted.
yeah,
Someone
well,
gets you a glass of water and you want to fight this kid.
I didn't want to fight him. I was like, "Oh, cheers, bro," and sculled it. But in my head, I was like,
You should have
"Don't you
glassed
get
him.
me a water? Get." Speaking of getting glass, did you see the video I sent you of when Simon the Don, the guy that smashed the guitars team, won the NRL Grand Final last year? and he, another reference to Aussies being loose, glasses himself with 2 schooner glasses.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, and I actually I think I went surfing. I was meant to go surfing with him the next day, and I said, "Simo, are we still on for a surf?" And he's like, "Oh man, I'm keen, but I might have to go to the hospital first." And I was like,
Gla-
"What?" It's
glass
like,
myself.
"Oh yeah, like I fucking glassed myself last time." I was like,
Wait,
"Mate, you take as much time as you need. I'll surf solo. It's all good." But
Mills, have you ever been warded?
oh yeah, I get watered so often. It's hectic. But people don't realize sometimes when I'm at that level of drunk, sounds bad, but like I'm just like fuck. You just feel unstoppable. Like I can just keep drinking though. As long like I can remain plastered for a long time. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean? Like
mean,
I
like,
can get sloppy drunk for a
yeah.
few hours. It's like a lot of people get sloppy drunk and then they take themselves home. I wish I
Nah, I
did
don't do
that.
that.
No, I just stay a menace for like hours, and sometimes I even sober up and have the like thought, "Fuck, I was smashed before. I'm all good
But I
now."
mean, like, I've like sussed out my bank statements a couple of times after. Like, I'm like, I'm not blowing smoke up my own ass and yours either. But I mean, again, Mills and Gryllz shows back to started out with jiu-jitsu and fitness and surfing. Now it's back to just getting plastered. You know what our true, our true colors, guys. Um, but like I'm the kind of guy that always needed a drink in his hand, eh? Like no matter how drunk I always got to have one. Like I can't have like, I'll just like chill for like 20 minutes and you just stay in the conversation without it. Like, all right, your drink's done. I
Yeah,
got to get another one. You know?
yeah, that's the same, eh? Be good to like somehow nip that in the bud, but can't see it happening. But what was I gonna say?
Well, but I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
finished my story. I'm not finished my story.
oh
Sorry,
yeah, yeah,
sorry. So
yeah.
anyway,
EDM.
we're plastered. We get warded. We get warded. This guy waters us. Anyway, like, but
How was Dre about cold watering?
guess who gets the fucking last laugh, mate? Guess who gets the last laugh at the end?
Grills.
Yes. So, how'd you get that one?
Just a cheeky wind up.
Yeah,
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 go.
yeah, yeah. I get the last laugh, and you know how I get the last laugh, right?
Yeah.
I may be a guy that needs the water, but then again, it comes into play that I realise I'm about 6 or 7 years older than all these people. That's in my back of my mind. Remember that. So anyway, time moves on, the
Mm.
concert finishes. I'm like, all right, cruising. But there's a coat room because it's starting to get cold. Remember I told you at the start of the episode I bought a big ass like captain's coat? That
Mm.
and Dr. Dre's coat is in the coat room. In the coat, but there's like everyone's going there at the same time after the concert, and there's like I reckon a good hour and a half wait to get coats. And I'm like the first thing I said to myself was like, nah, this is not happening. I'm like twice as drunk as anyone here. This is not happening. Like I'm
Mm.
getting my coat before that. Fuck it. Anyway, all these 18-year-olds, like there's kind of like a barrier thing. There's like stairs. So I'm just like, fuck this. Dre, wait here, mate. I climb over the railing of the stairs. All these little 18-year-olds like looking at me like, no, he's pushing in. I'm like, give a fuck. Like, sorry about getting aggressive this episode, by the way, but yeah, it's just, yeah, sorry, mate.
You gotta let it flare out.
I'm just flaring. Anyway, I jump, I go in, cut under the fucking barrier, like just through everyone, just scrumming it, like just not saying anything. Everyone's just yelling at me, and I'm just not saying anything. I'm just like, I'm getting this coat, get to the thing, get my coat, walk out. You know who is at the end of the line that just watched me do that whole thing but can't because he'll be stopped. I won't be stopped because I'm a big 25-year-old,
Mm.
with a
That
semi
guy.
beard, and then like he's at the back of the line. the water guy who watered me. I'm just like,
Uh,
enjoy your
did you
wait,
give
son.
him the hat?
Huh?
Did you give him a little tip of the hat?
I gave him a bit of
Little,
like a wink,
you'll get here one day, mate. You'll get here one day.
yeah, like, yeah, yeah. So I had the last
Oh,
laugh in the end, and that's my tip of the week. Is that if you're at a concert in front of with a whole like couple of hundred 18-year-olds, just push them out the way and do what you want. Eh? Like they can't stop you, really. Like you can do what you want, really.
that's like the grade 12 at school mentality.
Yeah, yeah, fully. It was
The
sick.
grade 8. But wait, can I give a little shout out?
Of course you can.
Like Bo Walmsley Roofing, we have one more sponsor.
We got another sponsor. Do we, Mills? Hello, hello, hello. Are you ready for a bit of James Miller? Are you
Are
there?
you ready?
Here he is. He's
It
back.
is. It is Australian beach showers. Have you heard of this?
Ah, yeah, yeah. It came up on my notifications this morning. James Miller invited you to like the page Australian Beach Showers. And I'm like, I do love an Australian beach shower.
Well, there's pretty much when you go to the beaches here, there's always a funky. There's sometimes a good shower, sometimes a bad shower,
Oh, they
sometimes
get rough.
with a great view. Some have a shit view. Some are very moldy. But I thought I better make a page out of respect to Australian beach showers. So feel free to check that out. And
Oh,
also,
yeah.
when you go on, if you go on the page and you go to click on go to website, it takes you to the millsandgrillshow.com.
Oh, sick. Oh, and it's got all these. Look at this pictures. These reviews of beach showers. Look at this.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a picture of a shower. It's a park shower, but wait, how long have you been doing this for? There's heaps of showers. All
No,
right,
that's
so
just two.
can I
That's
do the
just two.
honors of reading this review out on Australian beach showers?
Can you read the bot? Yeah, go for it.
Would you please have a go at this beach shower at Sapphire? You see that once again it's located next to a concrete path meters away from the car park. This is ideal for a last minute wash with no scare of collecting any more unwanted sand or debris on the way to the car. But we cannot be more torn up about this one. As you can see in the pictures, this shower has an amazing home, like full coverage shower spray on one of the shower heads. Oh, yeah. But the other has nothing and literally feels like an elephant pissing on your head. Now, on a packed day, if you're forced onto one of the onto the elephant piss one, you will be leaving pretty underwhelmed and perhaps even ruin your day. So we'll give this one a 6 out of 10. Location, 6. Condition, 6. Pressure, 6. Please send us in your local beach showers or ones you have found on the road. They don't have to be amazing. They can be a bit rough and rugged as long as you have a cheeky story to go with it. Please shoot them through. Fantastic. Mills, can I? You need to make an Instagram page for this. Actually,
Yeah, I know. That's what I can't take all the credit. My mate Eddie sort of, he told me the idea and we just laughed for ages, like a year ago, and nothing
yeah.
was done. Made it,
Were
but
you
he said,
were you, were you stoned?
no, we weren't. No, that's not Eddie's thing. But he, I think it is a bit of a stoner thing to do.
But
But
this
Eddie
would go
said,
viral, man. Like I fucking love this.
yeah.
Eh?
Wait, can I read you out the next? Well, can I just tell you about the other one?
Yeah.
So the other one was what got it going was when we had this chat a year ago. We were at Ngari down near Yamba, and this beach shower is the best. Like it's just literally out of a log. You're right next to this sick surf spot in the rainforest type thing, and they've made it so the shower comes out of a log. So
Oh,
that's pretty
sick.
cool. That got the idea going. But at the moment, something's gone on with the electrics, and my mate got electrocuted on the turning it on.
Ooh, that
So
puts a score down a little bit.
yeah, it did. And I was like, 10 out of 10 shower pretty much. But for the risk factor of potentially copping an electric shock, I'm going to have to give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, still though, 7's a good butt, mate. I'd shower there.
Yeah. But yeah, but there's some funky ones.
But you need to make the Instagram page for this because
Reckon it would
like
take
this
off.
would go viral. Yeah, because Facebook's not the thing. If like shit like that, like brown cardigan and stuff, do it on the Insta. So you should do it before people hear this episode and someone else does it because that's fucking genius, mate.
You like? Wait, I
Have
want
you
to get
heard
the
of
main.
the?
Yeah. How
Have
good
you
are the
heard
main
of?
beats?
Yeah,
The
they're
view.
good. Nah, main beach showers suck. The view's good, but the shower pressure's shit.
Yeah, see, that's what
Plus,
you.
another factor is how quickly it turns off after pressing the button. Because nothing annoys me more than you put the
Yeah.
button
Wait,
in. Yeah.
I'm gonna. Can we get a hold of some Stratty boys to just take a photo of it, and then you can even give the review on it because you know what they're like.
Yeah. Okay. Sure, mate. But yeah, start that Insta page, huh? You do it. We'll put a
Yeah,
link.
but also
Yeah.
somehow try plug the Milz and Gryllz show through it.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Good call, mate. Good call.
Okay.
Wait, before I got some more stuff, but I think we're due. I mean, I Mills. Are you feeling sick, Mills?
Feeling fully sick,
No.
bro.
Like I think I'm still coming down with something. No,
What's that?
bit of finals
Foot job
fever,
fever?
mate. Yeah, finals
Final
fever.
fever.
Wait,
Are the
by the
boy?
way,
Oh,
did you see the NRL Grand Final? What a cock up!
no, I didn't. But I heard that the ref was shit.
Yeah. Anyway, not gonna go into that one.
Sorry, no.
We're gonna get into Jaden Turner with the foot jobs roundup. All you foot jobs ladies out there, get spicy. And then we're gonna get into some. Do you have another getting to know grills for this week?
I do.
All right, we'll get into that after foot jobs finals fever. Here's Jaden.
Boys, ladies' night was a overwhelming success. For starters, the footies pulled off just one of the better wins we've ever had, mate. We're all over them like Christmas wrapping. 11-5, and that puts us in second spot, fucking where we belong. But yeah, I think I counted 4 girls turn up, mostly partners, but yeah. It was a good turnout. Blakey Cobb was there.
I love Jaden. Shout out to Jaden, but I love how Jaden's laugh sounds like, one of them little, like, listen to it in the next one if he laughs. Jaden, this is so cute, by the way. I know you're listening. It makes my heart melt. It sounds like a little, like, one of them little, not a pug, but like one of them little dogs that are like, you know what I mean? Like, have a listen to the next one. But what meets the eye with cuteness in Jaden, he really takes it. He's not like that on the field, He's aggressive. He's
one of the hardest hitters.
and he's
Up
got
there
one of
with,
the.
I'd say.
I want to keep things PG, but he probably does have the biggest bit of tackle in the Redlands as well.
Yeah, he does. Boating camp and finish wanted to buy stocks on him, but anyway.
Yeah, right. We'll keep going.
It's so funny. It's all happening for the footies. The vice skipper, he's just as onto it. He's already eyeing off a perpetual shield that goes to the footy of the year, and I'm all for that. So hopefully that happens. I've also got a big box full of foot jobs polos for all the boys. Just in time for the finals presentations, So yeah, mate. Big game coming up on Monday, but boys, we've never versed these boys either. And they've got like a couple of little pretty boy, fancy feet futsal players. And basically the key to winning, man, is fucking just give us a few big shoulders out there, boys. We took it to the guys last week, eh? Like, dude, every team we verse, I watch it, man, and every single one of their players ends up on the floor like at least a couple of times. Like, there's a few bumps and bruises against the old footies, baby.
Gryllz, can you pause it there for a second?
So, Numbnuts, they're not eight. So, Numbnuts, who fucking runs the show down here, put in an extra round. So, finals is actually next week. And I tell you what, finals frenzy was straight out the window for the boys. Thank fuck we had this extra week because we went out there and we're against top of the table and they absolutely touched us up. 8-1. Boys, we were actually looking pretty good, but it was just one of those nights where we were finding the post and not the net. So, look, really, I said it to the boys. I'd probably rather have lost that game 8-1 than won it 8-1. You know, a big boot up the arse is honestly the best thing coming into finals. So we'll fucking, you know, keep our eyes forward and we'll see what happens next week, boys, eh?
Yeah, see what happens, mate. Yes.
Gryllz. I can vouch for what Jaden said about their team ends up on the floor. It's so funny because I think like Benny and Beveridge are rugby players. A lot of the other boys are pretty. Jaden's a basketball player. I haven't played soccer in a while, so I'm coming back pretty rough. Thus, my nickname, the Rough Legs. Anyway, one team we versed, one of the better teams, we had like two of them come off the field with injury, and we almost accidentally injured so many of their players that they had to forfeit, or we had to give them one player.
Yeah, but that's a good tactic.
It was not even on purpose. Like the best thing is you watch how innocent the footies play. Like there's no like malice in the eyes to go out and hurt anyone, but it just happens.
In a local like Monday night futsal indoor soccer.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to play touch rugby. We used to play TRL, touch rugby league.
So touch, no contact apparently.
Yeah, but it's like there's always one player on your team that just like gets a bit too aggressive, and that used to be me. But then I grew up. Simo Appleton, I remember one time where the guy didn't really do anything to instigate it. Simo just didn't like the look of it. Simo played the ball and then just stood up and they just pushed this like probably 14-year-old kid, like just pushed him to the ground, eh? Like Simo, like fuck. There's a little more here. There's a little more here from Jane. A little more. Foot jobs.
Yeah, mate, you bang on. They controlled the pace and just played futsal, whereas the boys like to play we tend to play a branch of rugby league crossed with futsal. And truth be told, I could see the bender in most of the boys out there. You could see the long weekend really took its toll. So yeah, not great, but yeah, we'll get there, mate. Don't you worry about us footies, mate. Yeah, bang on. I'll save you a polo, mate. I'll save you a polo. Oh, yeah, I just pitched a new motto for the finals. Fuck this finals frenzy off. We're going into the finals and we're drawing blood, baby. Draw blood. That's what I told the boys. We're going to go in and we're going to hurt. Oh, maybe not that. No, we're going to fucking hurt these kids,
Straight after what I just said. Such an innocent team.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oi, you found some ancient ruins during the week as well.
Did you like that? I didn't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, some ancient Aboriginal cave paintings on the beach, eh?
Yeah, that was a funny afternoon. Me and
yeah.
I won't go into that. It's a bit.
We do have, by the way, we do have Joel's pie and pub review coming up. We'll save it for the end of the episode. It's a long one this week. He had to email it in 2 parts, so you're in for a treat, guys. Big bad sexy, big sexy as they call him, Joel, coming on with it. But before we get into getting to know Gryllz, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I just thought I would read you out some lyrics to some rap songs from like lately, and I just want to show you how shit music has gotten, Mills.
Mm-hmm.
So ready? This song is for. Let me just go through my
It's not
notes
Gucci
here.
Gang, is it? Seen
No,
a
but
similar.
it is from Little Pump though, the same artist. So I want to read you out a verse of his song, and you just tell me, since the days of the Chili's, the Doors, all the good boys, or the Led Zeppelin, now this is what music has become.
Nah, girls. I reckon you're just getting old. I reckon music is so smartly produced. Go on, tell us what it is.
Okay, let me read you out this verse. The song is called "Be Like Me" by Lil Pump. I be taking drugs like it's vitamin C. I'm a millionaire, but I don't know how to read. Nope. I'm a role model that these kids wanna be. Ooh, I just smashed a pregnant bitch that lives overseas. Yeah. Walk around with my side bitch on a leash. Leash. I was 13 when I started sipping lean. Ooh. Ballin' so hard like I'm KD. That's Kevin Durant. Wear to bust downs everywhere I sleep. Lil Pump rich, he trying to get richer. I'm being poppin' beans and fuck on your sister. Nut on her lip and then gone kiss her. Ice on my neck. It's looking like glitter. Brrr. I got designer from my head to my feet. I pop ecstasy, so you know that I'm a geek. Rockin' Balmains, and they all on my jeans. I take Zans, and I drink lean. There you go.
That's actually powerful. Fuck. How weird's a lot?
Pretty intense, eh?
How?
But my point
Hey,
is, like, there's like 12-year-olds listening to this shit, bumping it like.
oh, yeah. No, it was sad. I was working with this guy, and he said like, me and this guy would listen to tunes and sing along at work. Like, there's like an old station in Grafton, and he'd just say, "Man, my kids just love all this random like buy money, fast car, like that kind of music." And he goes, and every time I question him, they say, "Dad, you're just old. You don't get it."
No, it's not
But
that.
like,
That's my
but
point, man.
how? Wait, how do you get that? Like, do you know what he said? He said, "I'm gonna nut on your lip and then kiss you." Like, that is such a
Yeah,
pay
that's gay
yourself.
ass.
That's like that's like I feel like he must just get a memory and jot it down. Like, oh
No,
yeah, I
but
remember when I
the thing is, Mills, I
kissed
don't want to sound
oranges.
old either, but like rap, right? Back in the day, like Dr. Dre and 50 Cent, they'd be rapping about doing gangster shit and fucking people up and like just being, living in the hood, This guy's rapping about I take more drugs like it's vitamin C. What's the other one? I just banged a pregnant bitch that lives overseas. Like, I,
What
I,
does living
I, I,
overseas have?
I pop ecstasy, so you know I'm a geek. How does that make you a geek if you take ecstasy? Like, and as you said, I nut on your lip and then I kiss you. Like what? I
Yeah,
like,
I don't,
like
I
what?
don't
What?
know. How are we meant to feel about that? You know?
No, but the thing
Oh.
is the beat. I want to play it, but I don't want to get us taken off iTunes. But the beat is like super hard and it sounds sick. But then I'm like, this is hard. Like this is hard, man. This is fire. But then you read the
Well, that's
lyrics and you're just like, do you know what a fucking Xanax is, bro? Like, do you know what
sleeping.
lean is? Lean is cough syrup, codeine, and Sprite. It's like people aren't just taking party drugs now. People are fucking drinking cough syrup and like if my kids are listening, if I had kids, right? I don't have any that I know of. Just joking.
The classic. Yeah.
Like listen to a song going, I'm gonna nut on your lip, then kiss you. I take Xanax and like Dr. Dre and shit used to just be like, yeah, man, smoke the weed, do some gangster shit. Yeah, I'm gonna rob you. Yeah, you know. Now it's like, ooh, yeah, I suck my own dick. Like you know how we do those funny raps? It's legit that.
Yeah, it's like yeah. And like I watched a doco about that lean stuff. To get cough syrup is like the most expensive thing. Like it costs like $1,000 for like enough that they would do in a night. Apparently,
That's
like it's
probably
hectic.
that's probably why they take it. Just because it's like, mate, save your money, invest in I don't know, invest in
Yeah,
cough syrup. Like
I'd
fucking
like to hear
hell,
more rap songs about real estate and like healthy loans. But
healthy lifestyle. But yeah, that's taking
real,
Xanax. To me, taking Xanax isn't gangster, bro. And why? How?
real,
Why would you take Xanax to part? Sorry, mate, I'm on a roll here. Why would you take
yeah,
Xanax to party anyway? Why would you take Xanax to party? Like, fair enough, you take ecstasy or like cocaine or something to party, but taking Xanax to party, like, it's like make you like sloppy, you want to go to sleep, you know? Like, it's like
I
what
don't
are
know.
these? What the
We
fuck,
just
man?
don't get it, do we?
We just took
But,
getting old, mate. Yeah, but that's not gangster. Taking drugs is not gangster. You know what's fucking gangster, Mills?
only no,
Training hard, fucking eating strict, just being a weapon. Like, that's gangster, man.
it, I'd like to hear you make, 'cause I know you can rap. Make a rap song, even if it's a bit funny, of just like really positive shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
really, like
Like,
really
yeah,
good shit.
man. Like,
Got up
mm,
early and I got my chores done. I didn't do it in the bum. I don't like that weird shit.
like old Will
I went
Smith,
to gym.
old like Will Smith raps. I get to work 10 minutes early. I'm never late. Not to just to be a good guy and make sure I work hard. Yeah, yo, I get a 30-minute lunch break every day and I make sure that I don't go over my 30 minutes. You know, like yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
like to hear one of them. And also,
haven't spoken to my dad in a while, so I called him and that would make him smile, you know? Like
yeah, yeah, I'd like to hear one of them. But also, let's have a segment for like Mills and Grills are getting old, and we just read out Lil Pump or
yeah,
similar
that's what I
artists.
was thinking, hey. Like I
Yeah,
got
let's
two
just have a
different
sec.
ones.
You got another
Yeah.
one
No,
that
I
was
was
actually
gonna.
go.
Yeah, it was gold, eh?
Yeah,
But yeah, I agree, man. Like, I cut out simple carbohydrates out of my diet so I could tone up and slim down a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Don't eat processed sugar; it's bad for you. It's more addictive than crack. So what you do is you get your vegetables and you mix them up. Get some ginger and some honey, yeah, you know, like a nice recipe for like a little stir fry or something, you know.
yeah, I like that. I like that. Yes, Grills.
Sorry, I've
We
been a bit
found it.
fiery today, mate. I've been a bit like.
Nah, you're right. You're all right, Grills. Here he
Oh,
is.
Mills, you're right.
Oh, look who the cat dragged in. Your missus
Oh,
let you out today.
here he is. What are you doing here, you dog?
Oh, fuck off, you dog.
Oh, fuck
Get
off.
the
Get
beer.
us a beer. Get us a beer.
Hey.
Mrs. letting him out tonight, eh?
Me and Joel were hanging out the other day. We had a funny ass day, but we were listening. You know how they say, not bad, good size? That
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You know where that's from?
It's like brown cardigan or something.
Yeah. I've never heard it, but I actually started saying it. I don't know why. And Joel kept saying it. We were in the surf. I was like, oh, it's not bad. He's like, oh, not bad, good size. And I was like, where is that from? I got to ask you, like, you're my mate. I'm going to be honest. I've said it once and I've never heard where it's from. It just sounded
Yeah,
funny to say. And
yeah.
he's like, I actually don't know either. So we got out
I
of
know where it's
we
from.
got out we got out of the surf and we Googled it and it was pretty funny. But I just thought it was so funny. Like we were just saying this saying. We didn't know where it came from. We were just saying it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
always do that, eh? I keep up with the trends, Mills, and I just jump on them.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, Europe. That's why we got
All
him
right,
for Yeah
Mills.
Europe.
Down to business, mate. I'm looking for love.
Ooh, Grillsy's looking for love.
Oh yeah, I'm fucking
Well,
watching these guys in the office across my block, and they're having a really serious meeting. Eh? Like they're all in suits. I should just stand here and like helicopter them, eh? And just like, just until one of them notices, just try and like distract. Them. Anyway, I'm looking for love.
okay. Hold on. Off the top of my head,
I'm lonely, Mills. I'm lonely. You got to sell me to the ladies, chicks.
yes. So for Grillsy, I have the easy task. He's my single friend. He's a bit of a catch. He's easy on the eyes, to put it lightly. But I'm gonna try get 5 reasons out each week. I've been missing a couple of weeks. That's because yeah. Anyway, here's 5 reasons that you should date Grillsy.
And by you, he means yes, you listening.
Yes,
Jaded.
if you're listening to this and you feel yourself and you're a girl, give Grills a call. And this is why. Number 1.
Call me 000. Only an emergency, baby.
Legally, I am made to believe that Grills is in fact Australian.
Why legally? What do you mean? Yeah, I am Australian. Like what? You don't think what?
I think I was meant to say legally Grills is Australian. Just a really open-ended statement. But I got my words jumbled a bit there.
Legally, I can confirm I was born in Australia and I am Australian. That is true.
Okay. Grills is about as whipped as my burger is fried. Number 2.
Oh, a little D- line there, eh?
Yeah, so pretty much if you date Grills, he'll be about as whipped as your burger is fried. You can take that as you want.
I'll be into you.
3. Some say he's got the brain of Elon Musk, but the body of a Hyundai Getz.
small and compact. You could have picked like a Mustang or like a Lamborghini or something.
Wait,
Hyundai Getz doesn't really say much, does it?
I was fading. Like what I should do is I should write these when I'm like feeling real witty and smart. But I just, when it came to mind, gotta think of some reasons to sell my boy. I was a bit weary, so that actually was meant to come out. He's got the brain of
mind you, lots
of
pretty
Tesla.
Lots of pretty girls do drive around in Hyundai Getzes, though.
They do, but let's change that. Okay, I'll change that. Grills has the brain of Elon Musk, but he's got the engine noise of a Tesla.
Quiet.
Yeah, quiet, but powerful and fast in every situation.
And
anyway,
I drive myself.
Phil, yeah, hold on. I better check this one because this seems Grills has many, but is only after. Okay, Grills, he can withstand an acoustic guitar to the head, and I think we touched on that before. You've copped the acoustic guitar to the head, so
correct.
If that was a fear of yours, like if you were out and he abused maybe a busker, which if the guy deserved it, and he gets hit over the head, you're not going to lose him for the night. He'll keep drinking. Just don't give him water.
Yeah, I think we went to the Met. I think we went to the Met after that to see Kendall play. Actually, after that.
Okay, they're getting a bit silly here now. It says Grills puts the fairy in fairy floss. Number 8, he's Australian, tanned, well dressed, and an avid wine taster, and that is it.
And like
the reasons.
By taste wine means I will drink a wine if I have to, but
yeah,
like yeah. Fuck it.
You don't taste.
Sure.
But see, I don't know if this left girls, this could leave them a bit with more questions, but who doesn't love a mysterious man, you know? So I'm going to leave it in a nutshell this week. He's mysterious.
Mm.
Mysterious is one thing you'll get by dating.
Ooh.
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 Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, and Grills, what does sparrow fart mean?
It means like super early in the morning.
But why?
Because it's like the sound is. I don't know. The sound of sparrow. The sound a sparrow makes when it farts is like. So it's like this, like the sun's just there, like it's just. Yeah, I don't know what the
sun breaks the horizon. But yeah.
True. It's like Australia has all these random work. Like you all know what? Oh yeah, getting up at sparrow's fart. Yeah, so you're getting up at maybe something to do with the crack of dawn. Yeah, you're getting up super early. It's like where does the sparrow's fart come into it?
Never even seen a sparrow. But anyway.
Yeah, it's like you know, I better like yeah.
Reels, anyway, that's enough. That's enough out of me. What else have we got for today's show?
But are you gonna get to know me a bit?
Getting to know Grills.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, but don't you ask me a question and then
Oh,
the sparrow fart. Was it the sparrow fart question?
No. Okay, hold on. Getting to know Grills. So I'm going to put Grills in a scenario and you're going to hear real life how he would deal with it. Okay. We've touched on the girl shitting of him. He handles that very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any poo related scenario, you know, I got it covered.
Okay. This could be you're with a girl and it's going really well. The intimate stuff has had to wait for a couple of months because you want to take time, but that's fine because she's an amazing chick and you're into that. So it finally comes time to rumble, so to speak. And as you start to undress, you notice that you've never seen her without a shirt or you've never seen her uncovered.
Oh, fuck, here we go.
As you're undressing her, well, say you're undressing her, she's undressing herself anyway. She gets to the underwear and she's wearing them grandma undies, but tied under her breasts, which are fine, normal, but she's wearing them undies and she thinks nothing of it. Do you help take them off per se, or like ask her about it? Like, what do you do? And that's the only kind of underwear she wears. But she's gorgeous, beautiful girl, but she'll never change. And that's the only underwear she wears. And when she goes to the beach, she wears that as well.
That's classic. But like, I mean, who cares? Like, I mean, is that meant to be a hard question?
Gentlemen. Like, you gentlemen.
No, but I mean, what am I supposed? What the fuck you wearing? Like, it's comfort. I mean, I've been known to get around a silk boxer every now and again. You know, the old silk boxer shorts. I mean, what? Like, I don't care. Like,
sorry. No, wait. You're a gentleman, and I think I was on the spot there, so I just went for something funny that popped in my head. I would have done the same.
Oh, it'd be a bit different if you asked. If you would, you should say what the same question, but it's a nappy, like an adult nappy, and she's just like, "Oh, back to pooing again." Oh yeah, it's just like sometimes I'm too lazy to go to the toilet, so I just fucking.
Very well done. So
save this segment.
Flashback what I just said. She's wearing an adult nappy. She says, "Don't worry. Every now and again, I fart and follow through a bit, but it happens rarely. I just prefer to wear adult nappies." Do you say like, that's sweet, like cool? What a good idea. What would you do?
I mean, I'd do what any man would do. I'd do what any man would do.
Yep. And that's probably enough said. You know, I'm gonna veer away from like girls pooing. Like, kind of just like, it sounds like I've got a fear of girls pooing. I don't know.
Wait, speak. Oh no, it's too
personal
personal to ask. You're living with a girlfriend. Are you guys at? Oh, nah, I can't get it. I do want to ask the question though, and you can decline to answer this one. But are you guys in your relationship at the stage where you're cool with each other farting and taking shits, or like?
Yeah, gotta be. Like, you just don't like
hectic.
Like, you know,
I
actually like, like, I'm sure Alex is never cool with coming to find the toilet just unapproachable. Like, I'm sure she's not cool with that.
Yeah, but you know when someone's taking a shit, or do you announce it? You go like, "Love, just taking a shit. Don't go in there for a bit."
Okay, Gryllz, I see what you're saying, and I also have something else to say about that. Let's not give it up for houses that are designed with the toilet outside the bedrooms. You know what I mean when I'm saying this? So sometimes, and one of the biggest jokes I've ever seen is I've gone to a hotel and it has an open setting where you can see the person on the toilet from the bed. Like, what is the point of that? Like, yeah, the shower's there, but like, when are you gonna do a dump while someone's just waiting in bed for you? Like, what?
Yeah, like I grew up in a house where the toilet's separate from the bathroom, and I'm used to that. But I love a good bathroom with the toilet next to the shower, so you can, go to Browntown, jump straight in the shower, clean it. Like it's just
sort of suggests that like you're a busy family. You don't want to like wait for anyone. So let's just like put a toilet in the shower. So, or even like you just want to, like, you've got no time to talk to him normally, so you only get to catch up over a shit in the shower. But
sorry
anyway,
about the personal relationship questions. That's the one. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for it.
For the record, girls don't fart or do poos. So, well, that's what I'm told.
No, but that's like, how the whole thing is, picture everyone in their underwear, right, to be less nervous. Picture everyone taking a shit to be less nervous.
Yeah. I always found that sort of works for me. Like, I don't remember to do it enough. I guess I'm not really.
You know what you do, and this is getting away from the toilet talk, but picture everyone as a baby or a young kid. Because everyone has been a little, like, I got this off Joe Rogan, everyone has been a baby in their life, or like a kid going to school. That big boss man CEO, he may talk tough all he wants, but at one point in his life, he was just a little kid that had no idea, you know what I mean? You picture him, you just like, yeah, we're equal.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's why I actually, or just talk to everyone like they're your mate. Like, it's a good one. But toilet talk. Yeah, our toilet is literally right outside the bedroom, and it pisses me off because you want to be courteous, but like, what the hell, I reckon they had it right back in my parents' age. They used to have the outhouses, so you'd have to leave the house, go outside, maybe not to a drop toilet, like apparently that was what the go was, but yeah. Yeah, but sorry to talk toilet talk around you, Gryllz. I know it's not your favourite combo. Maybe that's why I'm trying to get it out of you, your reactions to toilet.
If we know Milz, we know he loves a good shit talk.
Shit talk.
But another thing is, I worked on a commercial during the week, and so much to cover in this episode. We're at an hour 30. It snuck up on us again, but I can save this one for next week maybe. But we did I did a commercial of like a 7-Eleven kind of store that sells pizzas and stuff as well. And like, have you ever seen an ad get made? Like, we did like 20 takes of like, right, pizza melting, cheese melting, meatballs drop, and they had these really high tech, like slow motion cameras, um, like, so I was dropping them, like watching, helping the meatballs get dropped. There's like recording these meatballs in super slow motion, bouncing on this pizza that's like painted on it and everything to make it look like real good and everything. It's really interesting to see how commercials get made.
Oh, mate.
Mm.
Yeah, it's you got to write this stuff down, Joe, and then come out with like a little. These are the things that I've done. You know.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, mate, you got anything else for the show before we wrap her up with Joel's Pie and Pub review?
Okay. Nah, but oi, I do like that. Like, finish the show with Joel's Pie and Pub review.
Yeah, because it's a long one this week, but I know everyone's. I know that some people just tune in to listen to Joel's Pie and Pub review, and
So that's what's good at the end.
yeah, Joel was voted the sexiest man on the Milz and Gryllz show. That was 2019, by the way.
Oh, really? On the website.
Yeah. Oi, Jaden, I know you're listening, by the way, but that could be an interesting thing for the Foot Jobs Awards. Maybe we can, you can have me and Mills do a podcast, something to do with awards for the Foot Jobs, and you guys can listen live. And I don't know, get back to me on that. But Mills,
Yeah.
thanks for another fantastic episode, mate. It's a fucking good one.
Grills, it was a pleasure as always.
Always was, my friend.
I'll get back to you with some. I'll figure out another way to get to know Grills for next week, shall I?
Yeah, mate, anytime. And we should, just let us know when you want to do it, guys. We're not planning to a schedule now. We're just doing it once a week, but we don't know what day, so it's going to be a bit of a lottery.
Just remember, brain training at Sparrow Fart tomorrow, and we'll go shoot the shit, eh?
Yeah, mate. Wait, here's me and Mills. If you're listening from Norway, we're going to talk how we would back home in pure dialect. Yeah, mate, Sparrow Fart. Oh, geez, don't know. You got to fucking hit the nail on the head pretty early, eh? But might knock off a smoko around fucking 1:30 or so. What are your plans?
Oh, yeah. Shiver me timbers. Blimey, that'll be bloody keen getting up at that time. You're a rascal, you.
Yeah. Fucking is what it is, mate. Boss is riding me ass, but, we'll see what happens come Friday Ave.
I'm more hard pressed than two koalas on top of a eucalypt leaf, mate.
Mate, I feel you, mate. But Friday Ave, what are your plans for Friday Ave?
Friday Ave, just gonna have a couple of skewies, maybe a few hot ones, a few cold ones, then see how I go. Might get back to the fucking hey.
You want to head down the bowls, you slap the pokes and pump down some brines.
Where's the gold, mate? You know what I'm like. Just
you're
get
a
us
fiend.
I'm on the mid strengths, mate, because them full strength been tossing me the 6.
Nah, mate, you got to get the green demons straight down the gullet.
Jim Beam. Oh, that's a good drop, mate. That's my poison.
Fucking McCain, you've done it again.
What the fuck are the waves doing tomorrow? And what is doing Grills?
What is doing Nathan Speck? Big dog.
Oh, look who it is. Yeah, mate.
Wait, what's the swell doing tomorrow? Swell doing.
But could be doing.
There'll be a few little runners out there.
Oh, I've just seen the banks lately have been schmicko, honestly.
Oh, nah, the banks are fucked.
Mate, I seen that barrel you got last Tuesday and it was fucking mental. That was the hollowest cave I have seen in years.
Oh, you got pretty pitted, but you should have been out yesterday, It was way better yesterday.
Oh, that's what Brian said. He's a fucking... He's just fucking pulling my leg, you bloody keelbacks. You. Nah, go it. All right, fuck.
All right, here's Joel's pie and pub review. Okay, here it is.
Welcome back, fellas. How's your bloody week been? Fuck, time's flying by, eh? It's already bloody next week again. Nah, but it feels like yesterday I fucking recorded this. But I have run into a bit of a predicament. I've only been getting pies from the same pie place all week. So I've been going to the Almara servo to get my pies. Staying faithful to the local business, the local game of pie making. So many pies to try, such little time. But that's okay. I don't know where I'm going with it this week because I don't really have a pie because I got the bloody cheese and bacon one again. I've had 3 of them this week. So I can say it's a go-to winner for the taste buds if you ever want to try it. So I went to a couple of pubs this week in Port Macquarie. Was down there for the weekend. Port Mac. Not a bad place. Seems like a lot of rich white people, but that's all right. School holidays as well, so there was kids running around everywhere. That was pretty fun watching them at the skate park. Not in a weird way. Wasn't like hiding in the bushes with a fucking camera. It's just walking past with my dog, my girlfriend.
That sounds like
You know, just fucking watching the kids do. Wait, scooters. Man, kids on scooters these days, there's fucking heaps of them. Heaps of little cunts. I saw like one skateboard and a dude on rollerblades, and the rest of the people were scooters. Anyway, back to the pub review. I'm going to throw a little left-hander in at the end of this. Give you another review. It also starts with P. And no, Milz, I know where your head's going, mate. It was not pineal glands. But we can get to that another week. Yeah, so the pub review for this week. Which one do I choose? This can go one of 2 ways. You know what? I'm just going to give it to you both ways. So the first pub we went to, it was overpriced and just a lot of white rich people. You know, the standard white rich pub. You come along, you pay $9 a schooner. Outrageous. I know not as bad as in Norway, Gryllz, but
Let me stop you there, Joel. That is worse than Norway. It is worse than Norway. You get a pint here for about a pint is about like 13
divided by
bucks.
7. How many krooners?
$9 for a schooner. Phew. You can catch me there, mate. But oi, love you, Joel. Eh? Like that's Australian. Eh? Like just went watching the kids at the skate park with my dog and the missus. No camera, Joel.
He's the man. He is. Wait. Actually, keep going.
Keep going.
He's a lord.
you know, still bad on Australian terms. $9 for a skewy. You're fucking kidding. All right, so we'll go to the second one. I think it was called Cork and Chill or something like that. And it was pretty good. Like the decor was mint. Like had all plants and stuff growing through like the entire space. It was cool. It was a real cool bar. Anyway, beers are a bit cheaper. They're $5. $5 for a skewy. So I opted for that. So my pub this week, I'm pretty sure it's called the Cork and Chill, but that could also be wrong. But, you know, if you're ever in Port Macquarie, there's a lot of pubs that you can go to, and they were the 2 that I went to. All right. So if that wasn't the lamest... Oh, wait, hang on. The dude busking at the Cork and Chill was just phenomenal. Like, he was just pulling absolute belters out and, like, changing his voice for the songs to suit the song. He was just all over that busking game. Man, it was great. Loved it. So what, Cork and Chill, go there. If you're in Port Macquarie, want to have a beer and listen to some live music, go there. It's a good bloody place. All right. I'm going to throw you the left-hander now. I'm going to add on my own little segment to your podcast. Pies, pub reviews, and plants.
Nice, mate. I love it. Just clicking into the second part of that. Oi.
I thought you were literally going to be like, plants. All right, thanks, Joel. That's enough.
No, I'm down for some plants. Mate, you may not know, but I have an aloe vera
got a bonsai
plant
tree.
here. Yeah, but it's dying. The aloe vera is dying off because it's getting cold and winter's coming. But anyway, let's hear more about Joel and the plants.
Pies, pubs, and plants. All right, I know Jimmy could talk all day about plants, but I'm going to throw it over back to him, and he can talk about some plants for a while. But I will throw this in. Man, if you're ever, impatient about growing plants, grow a cucumber. They grow in a vine, and, man, they grow so quick. If you chuck them in your garden, in a week, obviously you got to wait for it to sprout, but every week I reckon this thing grows by double. This thing's getting huge. So me and Jimmy had a bit of a look at the cucumber vine today. I've grown some cucumbers in the past, and I reckon these cucumbers were bigger than Turner's cucumber. Man, these things are huge, and we all know Turner's got a huge cucumber. Anyway, that's my plant review for this week as well. So Jimmy, back over to you, mate, and you can talk a bit about plants for a while, because mine was shit house. Peace. Yo.
Thank you, Joel.
Yup. Wait,
Yup.
can I just quickly smack back that up? Alex has grown a cucumber, and it is just going mental. This is the kind of growth that it does. So went to bed. It's about 400 mil high, thick as, leaves are huge. They're growing fast as. I got up in the morning yesterday, and there was a massive yellow flower. Like it must have just come overnight. From nothing, then a yellow flower, nearly as big as the ball of my hand, just out of nowhere.
Really?
Does that not get you excited, Gryllz?
That gets me flaring.
Hey, we're going to have some huge plant life in our pub one day. Tune in.
Well, I think Joel should get in this. If there's one bloke I want kind of having an input into our bar we open, it has to be Joel. Eh?
Yeah, 100%. Joel's all for that kind of inspirational living.
But I also have a Milz and Gryllz drinking game for all the fans out there. Every time Jaden's dick is mentioned in the show, you have to take a shot.
Jaden's got a massive dick.
So that's been about 5 or 6 times in this episode.
He does have a big cucumber though.
Yeah. All right, Mills. All right, Joel. All right, Jaden. All right, Manu. All right, Lockie Kendall. How are you, bud?
Lockie Kendall with the weather. I hope he's all right.
He's doing all right, mate. He's still out in that hurricane trying to do some... We'll get him on. All right, Mills. I'm a bit tired. I need to head back to bed. So, all right, keep it real and have a beautiful evening, my friend.
Have a beautiful day and keep it salty, keep it real. And, yeah.
Tell your mum and dad, Milz and Gryllz show.